Hi guys, this is Diya and welcome back to another storytime #dilsewithdiya video. So I was planning to do this video last week and I had asked you on my community as well, but I could not film it for whatsoever reason. But today I'm doing it. So this is going to be live in today itself. So today is Monday, the 8th of February. So you will be watching it today itself. And I have grabbed my cup of hot chocolate. It's quite hot actually. I'll have to wait to sip it. But in case you don't have yours, please pause the video, go and grab your tea or coffee, and let's start the video. It's going to be a long one. Maybe I'll cut this video into two, maybe. Yeah, I don't want this to be super duper long like last time, but I'll break it down into two videos and then I'll post it maybe one after the other or something. I'll see how I go, because you guys know once I start talking I just keep on and on and on, and every now and then I do feel the need to talk to you guys. So if you've been following Mom and Me regularly, you know that I do all sorts of videos. So I do like birthday all kind of memory kind of videos for my family, clean, organize, and kitchen tips, ideas, family vlogs. Then I also like to sit down and just have one-on-one chat with you guys, just to get you know you guys personally. You guys get to know me personally, because this channel is more like a baby for me. I always say Mom and Me is like my third baby, and I'm growing this channel along with my other two babies, and I really want you guys to be part of it. Anyways, having said that, let's just jump into the questions that I'm going to address today. So I have my phone on me. I'm just going to see the questions that I'm going to talk about. So the first one is it's from Sugar5. Hi Diya. As usual, I have loads of questions. Thanks. First, how did you become such a spiritual person, and how do you manage to be that much positive with all you have in your life? Secondly, when watching your old videos, I noticed how much you look less tired now, more fitter, more happier, more positive. What changes did you bring in your life? Okay, let's first talk about the spiritual part. I would say yes, I am spiritual, but spirituality means different things to different people. For some, going to temple is spirituality. Doing mantras, or doing the mala, chanting the mala is spirituality. For me, I am not spiritual in that context. I am not that much knowledgeable as far as Indian customs and traditions are concerned. I try and learn my bit on that, but I think I'm a very, very positive person, and that wasn't the case always. So if I start from the start, in my 20s, I was more carefree. I used to just go to my uni. I was more focused on how I look, what I wear, what people think of me. Yes, that was very important, what people are thinking of me. That was mainly 20s. Then in 30s, which is now, but now it's more what contents myself, what makes me happy, what makes my family happy is the utmost importance for me, and that's what makes me a very positive person. And I think it wasn't the case always. I would say even till a year before, I was a very different person. Maybe you have seen that gradual change in me, that I have become more calmer now because I've been doing YouTube since 4 years, and a huge change has happened in me. Many of you guys guessed it right actually, because I think it was around a year ago, and I was actually scrolling down my YouTube page, and one of the videos came in the recommendation. It was Hans Wilhelm, The Life Before Earth and 10 Things You Need to Know After Death. So these are two videos which I'll link actually in the description box below if you're interested. And watching Hans videos just changed my perspective towards life. If I if I try and summarize very briefly in a nutshell, basically There is a life beyond earth. It's a spiritual world, right? And in that spiritual world, like attracts like. You may meet your parents who or grandparents who have died before in that world, and you reunite with them. So there is something as a spiritual world, which sound crazy to me. And I used to always think, what is life after death, or how you are born to a certain family, and all of those questions were actually answered in those videos. And I really liked how he explained the reason of our incarnation. So we all are incarnated for a reason, not इसने ये किया उसने वो किया, he said that to me, he said that to me. You really have to build up your karmas. You're here to clear your karmas. And at the end of the day, what you achieved in your life, how you looked, how much wealth you had, it's not going to really matter. What's going to matter is how many people you had in your life, how much were you content, how happy you were with your family members, with your friends, how much you have loved and forgiven the people around you. Because we all have that one or two people in life that really hit hard on us, and we always think about that person. Why did this person did that to me? But guess what? These are the people, they have a true value, special importance in your life, because these are the only people who will teach you the rough things in your life. Imagine your mom and dad, they always love you. They're not going to teach you hard lessons of your life. But this person who maybe is rude, who maybe is very strict, who maybe has given you, who has hurted you a lot, this is a person who is going to teach you a lot of things. And where you have to be careful is not to take that very personally deep down inside, that it actually ruins and kills your happiness. I have been there, I have been in that situation, and I have realized that hating somebody, actually you are killing yourself. And just that realization was I was like, what am I doing to myself? Why am I so unhappy? I just need to be happy. If you really want to be happy, if there's this one person in your life, you just have to forgive, forget, and start loving that person back. Then and only then, all the things, or I would say the poison that you have in you, will convert into love. And this is how you make your karmas. So as I said, I'm not a very spiritual person, but definitely a very positive person, and I don't let negativity hit me. And you know what they say, like attracts like. So if you are unhappy, you will attract unhappy people in your life. If you're happy and content, you will attract those kind of people and those kind of vibrations in your life. So definitely try that. And one thing that I really believe in is my early morning prayers. Yes, so 3 to 5 a.m. is the time when you can really manifest things in your life, when if you really pray. So I wake up every morning, and you know what, I don't put any alarm to wake up. This is God waking me up, and I do that every morning, and I will just pray for 5 minutes. Whatever I'm content about, I'll be happy and thankful, and whatever I want, I would just think, or I would just just think in my mind that this is what I am. I am a healthy person, I'm a happy person, I have a successful channel, I have happy kids who eat healthy, who have great habits, who are very loving, and who are very healthy. So these are the things that I manifest. And you know what, if you do that every morning, things will come to your life sooner or later. So they say when there's a lot of traffic on the road, there's a lot of honking, a lot of people, a lot of pedestrians, you don't actually get your message out to the God, because there's a lot of noise. But this 3 to 5 a.m. is when everybody's sleeping, it's quiet, you can really connect with that with the Almighty, with the God. So this is the time you should really pray. And that is one thing that I feel has truly changed my life, truly changed the perspective of my perspective towards life. I was once hearing to a bhajan like Raghupati Raghav Rajaram, and there is a line in there. They say, हाथ से करो घर का काम, मुख से बोलो सीताराम. And this is pretty much what I follow. I don't sit and chant. I don't do diya batti. I don't go to mandir. But even if I'm vacuuming, like, I don't listen to music. I don't listen to Bollywood. But I'm always like, in my heart, in my mind, I'm always thinking of God. It's kind of like, one-on-one communication with Him. I feel like I am never alone. Like, I feel like, I have that connection with the God, and I talk to Him. You can call this intuition, or you can call this like, your one-on-one chat. But all I'm trying to say is that, like, if you really, really believe in God, then you have that connection with Him, which you can also call intuition. There are so many times when I am warned ahead of time, like, minutes or seconds before, do this or don't do that, do this or regret. And it has actually happened with me. So that is another thing, like, early morning manifestations. And then, like, even if I'm doing household chores, I'm always thinking of the Almighty God, and I'm always praying in my heart. So I also teach my kids the same thing. Like, it's so funny that one day we were actually driving to Kmart, and we were not finding the car park, and Kushang just goes, "Hey Bhagwan, car park mali jai, please God, car park." And we actually found a car park. It was a coincidence or what, but I don't know. But he believed that we will get a car park. So that is the message that I want to give out, that if you really believe in God, if you really want something in life, you have to be very positive, so that the universe positive energy gets attracted to you, and you actually become a more positive, a more spiritual person. I impart the same things to my kids as well, that there is not only your mom and dad as your parent, but God is your parent as well. If you don't have me at your daycare, and if you're in trouble, just ask God to help you. And I have always taught them that. And like, even in little things, they go like, "Hanuman Dada, help me. Hanuman Dada, I'm scared. Hanuman Dada, please help me." So just yesterday we were watching a video where there was this man. We call him Kind Man because he does all the kind things to pets and animals. So he went to a pet shop, and there was this a cage of parrot where the mama parrot was sold out. There was only the daddy parrot, and there was a little egg. And he took that home, and he actually put that in the incubator, and then he was constantly observing him. And then finally the egg hatched, and the parrot came out. And then because the mom wasn't there, how would you feed? So he had done all the research how the baby parrot had to be fed. He did out of his way to feed this parrot, and then he was always constantly thinking about his daddy. And he called the pet shop, and then he bought the daddy in, and then they were united. So like, my kids were watching this video, and I was explaining them at each and every step that how it's important that you be kind, how it's important that you be with the family. See, this parrot is so upset without her mama and dada. How would you feel if your mama and dada is not around? And how would you feel if somebody eats the egg? Like, this is my way of teaching them not to eat eggs. We are Brahmins or whatever, like, whatever teachings you want to make to your kids, like, just I like to do that, like, in a very practical way. And also another thing, that, like, if you have the problem that, I think this is going off topic, which is so me, but like, just thinking about, because you guys keep asking me how to train kids to eat healthy food. Okay, maybe I'm going to switch this to question number 2, which is how to train kids to, or how to teach kids to eat healthy food. Okay, there is no hard and fast rule, there is no magic, or there is no steps steps or tips for this. The only thing is you have to do it yourself. Another thing, I'll tell you an example. I have started drinking smoothies at night. So the first day, it's been almost 10 days now. I'll tell you what happened, the timeline I'll tell you very briefly. So day one, I made this smoothie. My kids were all pumped up. Yes, it's smoothie for dinner. And they were like, wow. Okay, they had their normal dinner as well. It was just smoothie for me to end the day. So kids had it and they were like, yuck. What is this? They had, I had put celery, spinach, then I had beetroot in it and carrots, so all the good stuff in it, all the fiber rich contents, and they were like, yuck, this is so yuck. And I said, okay, fine, if you don't want to drink it, it's okay. I'm completely okay with that. So I just took the glasses and I had my share of smoothie. So my husband also drank his share, and they just saw us doing day one, day two, day three. Instead of making the beetroot one, I made just the celery and spinach, so that looked a bit more green in color. So they were like, okay, we want to try this green one. Maybe the red one wasn't good. This green one, I think, will taste awesome. They tried it and they were like, no, mama, I don't like it. And then yesterday night, this is day 10, and the day and the night before as well, we were drinking smoothie. I didn't expect it, my kids to drink it. But Kushang goes like, Mama, can I please have my glass of smoothie as well? And Dhyani went like, Mama, please, I want to have it as well. And I was like, but you guys don't drink, right? Why do you want to waste it? They're like, no, we will drink it. So I gave them the challenge. I don't think you guys are going to drink it. This is day 9, right? And they were like, no, we will. And they actually did. And then last night, which is day 10, my daughter said, hey mom, now when you're making smoothie, please consider me as well. Make a little bit for me as well. So the moral of the story is that if you want your kids to eat something, start eating it yourself. That is rule number 1. Rule number 2 is that if your child does not eat for 1, 2, or 3 times, doesn't mean you have to stop making it. I have seen parents saying, oh my kid does not like spinach, so we don't make it. And no, that's the wrong thing. Rather, you should make more of it. Even if you just have a bite, that's okay. Next time, if he has 2 bites, that's a great success. That is 100% increase in what he's eating. So you have to not give up as parents. Whatever you want to teach your child, start doing it yourself in your life, and your kids are reflection of you and they will take it from you. There's a famous saying that the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. Whatever you do, your children will be a reflection of you. If you eat healthy, they will. If you have a polite way of talking, they will. If you scream and shout, they will. If you are kind, if you're helpful, they will become that. So if you want them to be good yourself, and not just to show them. Don't go like, oh, I am eating healthy, and then you don't like it and you're just doing in front of them. No, you have to adapt that way of life, whatever you want your kids to adapt as well. So that was my question number 2. I guess that wraps up all the questions that I had for today. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if this is around 30 minutes, I'll put it in one video. If it's more than 30 minutes, I'm going to break it down into 2 15 minutes video. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I don't know how long this video has been, but from time to time, I actually feel the need to talk to you guys. I feel the need to, pour my thoughts out, my feelings out, what I'm thinking. I really want to do these kinds of videos more often, but it's just that I'm always trying to meet the deadline of my Wednesday evening video. So that is the thing, I could have done this video last week, but I didn't because I was filming that kitchen tips videos, and I was rushing and ticking my to-do list. Oh, this hasn't been shot, that hasn't been shot. So it's crazy when I'm filming or I'm editing. So I just had to delay this a little bit, not procrastinate, but I delayed it. But essentially I would like to do one of these videos every week, but I don't think that is possible, but maybe if I can just manage to do 2 a month, that would be a great success. So anyways guys, thanks for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you had your tea or coffee. And I am, by the way, having hot chocolate with a dash of coffee in it. Hot chocolate with a dash of coffee in it. Yes, I just like it that way. So I'll enjoy my rest of the hot chocolate, and I hope you enjoy your day. Keep safe and have a wonderful day, and bye for now.